How are y'all doing today? Well, if you are Jennifer Lopez, baby, you are the pot calling the kettle black. If these reports can be believed, y'all, what am I talking about? If you don't know, the father of Jennifer Lopez's twin children, Mark Anthony, got married to a Miss Universe, right? You know he loves a good Miss Universe. But two things that's really having us going, three things actually. One, the kids didn't go. Neither did Jennifer, even though Jennifer was releasing lots of reports that she invited Mark Anthony to her wedding. How come you didn't go to his, pumpkin? Y'all were so cool with the blended family. But also, too, and this is the crazy thing, Jennifer is actually upset at Mark's marriage because she thinks, and get this, Mark's moving too fast. Three, do you know who was at the wedding? Right? Well, you know what? Let's leave it like this. Do you know who has reservations about in Ben Affleck? Leah Remini. Do you know what looks like did not attend Jennifer Lopez's marriage because of those reservations? Leah Remini. Do you know who did not really post public congratulations on the marriage? Leah Remini. Do you know who still has doubts as to Ben's intentions? Leah Remini. Now, let me ask you again. Do you know who showed up at Mark Anthony's wedding? Well, if you're guessing Leah Remini, baby, you would be right. Y'all, let's get into this mess because for Jennifer Lopez to try to say that Mark Anthony was moving too soon, now let's get into this, right? They're saying that although JLO is a very open-minded woman, it was revealed that the singer did not take the news of Mark Anthony's wedding well. A source revealed that the businesswoman did not like the fact that her ex-partner proposed to Miss Ferreira. Y'all know my Spanish accent is horrible. Let's call her by her first name, Nadia. Do you know who? Nadia's very, very pretty. Is she Russian? She looks a bit Russian. She might be Latino. You know, sometimes in Latin American, people whose great-great-grandfathers are from Eastern Europe after the war, they have that look. Anyway, she's very pretty. Of course, she is a Miss Universe. She has stunning blue eyes. Even their dog has blue eyes. Mark Anthony seems smitten. But let's get into this. A source revealed that JLO did not like the fact that Mark proposed to Nadia after only 6 months of dating. JLO did not end up supporting him, but according to Tara, she imposed a very important condition on Mark Anthony in order to obtain her blessing. According to several sources, this condition has to do with Nadia having to treat their children, Max and M, well, and JLO made this known to Mark Anthony. Is this really a condition? And does somebody have to tell a parent to have their spouse treat their children well? Although I will say, with the whole Mark Anthony thing, it's odd that the twins didn't come. I wonder what that is. What's going on? You know, the twins grew up in Miami their whole lives, and then she uprooted them to move to Ben to play house, and they were supposed to have their forever house. Meanwhile, Ben is living with Jennifer right now, but the kids are still not living. They don't even spend half their time over. And some people are saying that Ben has a bachelor pad and they don't even know if they're staying there. Regardless, Jen said it's been a lot of trouble blending the families, and they haven't even found a house big enough to hold everyone and give everybody their own spaces. Anyway, right? Jennifer's concern, they're saying, about Nadia has to do with the fact that, she's from Paraguay, has to do with the fact that Nadia will become a stepmother to her children, and she's not willing to leave them with just anyone. At all times, JLO has always looked out for the welfare of her twins. This is why she made the condition for Mark Anthony to marry the model. I know Mark Anthony was looking at her like, girl, if you don't get out of my face, you uprooted the kids so you could play house with Ben. And Ben, you're literally talking about knowing someone for 6 months, and you think it's better because you dated somebody 20 years ago, and then they popped back into your life 20 years later, said they were the love of your life, and you married them, but you forgot that 20 years where Ben talked about her like a dog, humiliated her, dragged her, said she was the reason his career floundered, when the reason his career floundered, which out of Ben Affleck and what's his name? Matt Damon. Matt Damon had all the talent. My whole point of the matter is JLo, please stop acting like just because a relationship ended horribly 20 years ago with somebody humiliating you, that somehow you are better at making decisions, better at making relationships. Let's also not forget the way you jumped into the situation with A-Rod and had your kids playing house. Again, please don't misunderstand me. JLo 100% has the right to demand that her children be treated well. But is there anything Nadia did that led her to believe that the children wouldn't be treated well? Is there anything that Nadia did or said, or is she just pulling a power trip? Because even though you can't stand Mark Anthony and you're glad you left, you still feel some type of way that he has officially moved on and you don't think the girl's good enough, even though you moved on with someone that has addiction issues, drug issues, alcohol issues, cheating issues, temper issues. And not to say that you get to hold that against someone. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that you get to hold that against someone. But at the end of the day, let's be real. You can't get to hold it against somebody. But at the end of the day, can we please just be a little real? And what is that realness? No, seriously, what is that realness? Jennifer, you have a right to be concerned. But if we can forgive Ben for, on top of all his vices, he humiliated you and sent you in a cycle that you said on your own. I think it was in Bazaar or Harper's Bazaar or Elle magazine, that it was a spiral that caused you to make bad decisions with men, relationships, and love for over 20 years. Sent you into a spiral where you were comatose, you could not get up, you could not eat, you could not drink, and this went on. And every bad decision you made in your life after that stemmed from that. This person's back into your life. Again, maybe he has changed for the better. Maybe this is your happy ever after, but you don't think that you have anything for us to point the finger at? I'm just saying. Y'all, let's also talk about Leah and Remini. She did not show up for Ben and Jennifer. I remember I made a video of it. Some of y'all were in the comments being like, oh my God, she's just spending her last few days with her daughter before she goes to college. To which I say, one, her daughter's 18 and she wants to chill with her friends before she goes to college. Two, the daughter wasn't going to college for 3 more weeks. 3, you guys are all rich. You could have flown in that afternoon and flown out. You didn't have to stay. Jennifer would have hired a private jet. You have your own money, Leah. You could have did. It's supposed to be your best friend, and you missed your best friend's wedding? Come on. And you could have bought your daughter because your daughter's always welcome. I think it's evident that for whatever reason, we are now seeing that it seems like Leah and Remini does not support Ben Affleck. Again, for those that were around, you realize that she has a soft spot for Ben. She gives him too much leeway. She gives him too much credit. He does what he wants. But again, Leah and Remini showed up to Mark Anthony's wedding. And just so everybody knew that she was at Mark Anthony's wedding, she even put a TikTok looking beautiful in black because she wanted everybody to know that whatever is going on between JLo and Mark Anthony, she still thinks that Mark Anthony is a good enough person that she can show up, show out, and support him. Again, just another interesting tidbit at the fact that JLo is kind of getting rid of everybody in her life that doesn't think that Ben is a positive influence and doesn't believe that Ben has her best interests, okay? Now, let's actually go on to the other side about why the kids weren't there. You guys, it's actually really weird when you think about it. For one, right? For one, we have to remember that when it comes to this, it was a star-studded celebration. David and Victoria Beckham was there, Salma Hayek, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Louis Fonsi, even the mayor of Miami officiated. Now, hear me when I say this, right? It doesn't matter that all the celebrities were there, because at the end of the day, the celebrities are just there because you know celebrities. It doesn't mean that you're a good person or a bad person. It just means you have money, access, and power, and they want to support money, access, power. But I will say that a lot of Ben and Mark Anthony's friends, close friends, all showed up. So again, what is going on with the twins? What is going on with Mark Anthony? Let's not forget, even on Father's Day, Mark Anthony, Jennifer posted this glowing thing about how Ben is the best father in the world to her twins, and she didn't mention Mark Anthony again. And Mark Anthony is being a deadbeat dad. I in no way, shape, or form want to encourage that. But at this point, I don't know. It seems like this is, again, 2002 all over again, where Jennifer is willing, able, and ready to risk it all for a fantasy for Ben. And Ben is still treating her like the option. Again, they've only been married for a few months. Let's see what happens. But if Ben's movies don't do well in the box office, if he doesn't make that comeback he wants, then I am telling you, it's going to be problems for. And Jennifer can get Ben as many Dunkin' Donuts endorsements as he wants. Again, I will say one thing about Jennifer. She is all about making her money. I know for a fact she did say, Ben, if you're going to be in Dunkin' Donuts all this time, giving them free publicity, why don't you make a coin off of it? Great. But Dunkin' Donuts commercials are not enough to massage Ben's ego. Anyway, you guys, wishing JLO luck. But everybody in her circle seems to see it, but her, girl, I hope I'm wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.